So you get to a point in realization that in this life, most people are going to claim, right? You probably going to consistently claim that you do what you want, I'm going to do what I want, I'm going to do what I want. But it ain't really that remarkable to quote unquote do what you want out of a list of various wants. We never just want one thing, right? So when I wake up at 2:45, I want to wake up at 2:45, but I also want to keep my ass in sleep. So I want two things that are contradictory at the same time. Sometimes I'm like, shit, it'd be cool to smoke a Lucy. It would be cool to smoke a cigarette. Like, I remember the feeling. Feeling is kind of cool. The repercussions, the recoil, the withdrawal, the cloudiness, the effects on my blood and my consciousness, not so much. The momentary pleasure, sure. Whatever why your world is yours. Also, I love my sobriety. So really, we're always choosing out of a list of relatively incompatible things or polar things. You know what I'm saying? Get up or stay asleep. Go to the gym, don't go to the gym. Do the work, don't do the work. So you want to do the work and you don't want to do the work. Choices based in what are you choosing to be. So it's not about whether you're doing what you want. There's no way to not do what you want because anything you do, you chose to do, right? So it's really about being what you want to be, right? We live in a world where everybody knows they would prefer to be a specific thing because what you want to do, like I said, is out of a list of various choices and options. Most of them are polar, like I said, waking up, going to sleep, going to the gym, don't go to the gym, do the work, don't do the work, stay sober, get high. You want to be sober, you want to get high. So it's really a list. And most people choose the lower option every time. You see what I'm saying? They opt in for the easier in the moment, more effortless in the moment decision because it's fucking easy. That's why I say it's not remarkable to do what you want, but to be what you want. Now that's a very specific and exclusive thing. And when I use the word exclusive, understand that it's exclusive. It's not inclusive. It doesn't include everything. It's actually a matter of exclusivity. You remove, and it's a very specific thing. So for me to be sober is very specific. I cannot include all of the multitudes of options that would make me lose my sobriety. For me to be fit and in shape is a very exclusive thing. It's either you at top physical shape or you're not. It's real life. You feel me? To be enlightened, it's a very specific thing. You can't just accept a thought or a belief or an idea just because it sounds nice and it fucking feeds whatever biased or subjective preconceived notions that you may want to believe to get yourself through the day, irrespective of its an erroneous idea or a factual and actual variable idea. Whatever your world is yours. Right, it's very exclusive. Truth is exclusive. It's many truths, there's only one truth. Meditate on that. Next level, is getting money. Getting money is essential, motherfucker. Either you're going to get money or you're going to be broke. You feel me? It's not really no in between. So to be sober, fit, enlightened, and getting rich, that's a very specific type of existence. It's a very specific existence. And what I would like to conclude is that simply understand this. When you claim to do what you want, you're not really making any remarkable progress or making any remarkable statements. But the essence of life is to choose to be what you want. Now, if you can actually manage to discipline yourself to your vision and be what you want, you will elevate your existence. Whatever your world is yours. Always consider the vibrations raised when I'm speaking to y'all. But at this point, it requires a certain degree of comprehension. It requires a certain degree of perception. It requires a certain degree of intellectual capacity, of mental capacity, emotional intelligence to even be able to comprehend the shit that I be saying. Everybody's not going to get it because if everybody was going to get it, then everybody you see, because I'm overlooking at least 100,000 people, and that's a very small amount to even assume, right? 500,000, maybe 1 million people. I probably have 1 million people in my view right now. How many of these people do you think are really understanding what it means to actually exist at a higher level? You feel me? So my endeavor is to give you the gateway for you to step up You have to live the mediocre existence. You have to live the life that wakes up one day and doesn't wake up another day, that takes one step forward and takes 10 steps back. And all of the one step forward, you think, oh, I'm doing something great today. Then you take 5 steps back, and now it's like, well, now I'm going to let myself feel like it's okay because I'm going to make one step tomorrow. It's like, no, you're actually losing time because you're not getting any more time. So your time is running out. You have a very finite amount of time that you don't know whether or not you have a lot or a little left. You feel me? You don't know this. You could die in 10 seconds. You could die while you're watching this video. That's real life. You feel me? So you don't know how much time you have left. So in all of the 1 step forward, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, you're losing traction. You're losing advancement. You're losing progress. You're regressing, and you're losing time. So whatever you are, your world is yours. It really boils down to, who's really able to understand the value of their existence to the point where they choose to be a very specific thing. Now, it came to my awareness because I've been interacting with a few of my peers that they still vacillate on who they need to be. And I remember the exact moment where the only thing that mattered to me was the freedom. The only thing that mattered to me was never going back. The only thing that mattered to me was my self-respect. So when the pandemic hit and I was still smoking and my money was low and all these other things and I was out of shape, I had to make a decision. And I said, I would rather never go back and base my self-esteem on that than to ever go back to breaking my word and my word not meaning shit to me, ever go back to even smoking nicotine. Like, people think nicotine is some normal shit. It's just because it's legal and you've been desensitized to it, but it's still a neurotoxin and a neurochemical situation that's not really healthy for anybody. So whether it's nicotine, THC, whether it's an opioid, whatever the fuck it is, you still getting high on some dumb shit and it's fucking your life up. You feel me? So let's just say, I got to a point where my word and my self-respect and my own esteem is all that mattered to me. I said, I'm just never going to go back. Whatever the fuck happens, happens. I'm just never going to put myself in a position where I don't respect myself. And that's where you get to a point with everybody, because it's like the only reason you aren't becoming who you should be, who you should be, who you should be, is because literally you continue to not value your own word. If your word doesn't mean shit to you, then trust me, it ain't gonna mean shit to anybody else. And in the higher realms of achievement, your word is your bond. You feel me? And there are people in this world who hold their word to a higher degree than I do, but on your baseline self-disciplines, on your baseline personal development, on your baseline program, you can't be on some, I'm going to wake up today, I'm not going to wake up tomorrow. I'm going to sabotage myself today, I'm not going to sabotage myself tomorrow. Like, you can't do that. You have to be on a very specific being. So it's not about doing what you want, it's about being what you want. So if you can actually learn how to be what you want, because everybody out there is doing what they want. Not everybody out there is being who they want and being how they want and being where they want. Woo, levels. Being. Right. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Consider vibrations raised. Get yourself on the program. So many of you brokies, man, it's just disappointing and embarrassing at this point to ever think that so many of you individuals consider yourselves men, consider yourselves spiritual, consider yourselves anything worth real respect, because all you do is live a lower existence by choice, because apparently you do what you want, but that's just you defaulting to a cop-out because you really are too irresolute, weak, and self-disrespectful, not having respect for self, to stand up and be on something. You feel me? It's really like that. The wise will rise, and as the wise rise, the gap will widen, and as the gap widens, the projections of self-dissatisfaction are imminent, in the sense that many people will start to hate on what they gave up on, like my OG said. Many people will be mad, but don't forget, we started and you didn't. We never stopped and you did. we realized we were not smart enough to succeed in the way that we needed. We did not have the information that we needed to succeed in the way that we desired. AKA, we were stupid, so we went and got information from people who were actually highly effective at manifesting the exact results. That ego is going to prevent your evolution. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Evolution, only solution. Discipline, the only freedom. Discipline is the gateway to self-mastery. Self-mastery is the gateway to freedom, and freedom is the only success. Always and forever. Get your ass on the program and stop pinching pennies, you dumb motherfucker. Yeah.